Ever wonder why the most popular and the smartest kid in your class didn't end up in the Fortune 500 list? Here's the tea. They are not CEO materials. They run on the employee mindset because they are trained to follow the coach, follow the teacher, and not disrupt the market and innovate. Hey, I'm Maria, known as a business coach for misfits, and I keep your focus on your boundaries so that it will be easy for you to build your wealth with authenticity. It is said that quality is about habits, at least what this smart guy said. And maybe it's true, because when you have the right habits in place, you can develop the right mindset to build a business. There are predominantly two kinds of mindset when people build or start a business. The employee mindset that focuses on limitations, focuses on what everybody does, focuses on what can give them the best score. And the CEO mindset that focuses on opportunities, focuses on what other people are not seeing, and focuses on expansion. In this video, we're looking at the 7 habits that will help you build the mindset to think like a CEO and see your business grow and maybe be on that Forbes list. But if you want to know the 7 bad and deadly habits to have, check out the freebie below. Business tip number 1, you need to ABS. Always be selling. What people forget in opening a business is you have to think about sales from the day you thought of your ideas. Sales may not be the whole picture, but it is an important piece of the puzzle. So you have to always come with that mindset that I have something to share, and to be sustainable, I have to keep my sales high. Maybe that most popular kid or that smart kid, they're focused on performing and validation and asking everybody what they think. But you shouldn't be doing that, because if you want to see your business grow, you need to keep sales coming in. Sales has to come in on day 1, on day 2, on day 3, every single day. Number 2, you have to be fluid and not flexible. When you think of flexibility, you're thinking, oh, I will change as the market goes. I follow different trends. I look at what people are doing. I keep changing. The thing with being flexible, you keep changing your mind. It's like going to a restaurant and being so flexible with what you're eating. In 1 minute, you're thinking pasta. The next minute, you're thinking risotto. The next minute, you're thinking pizza. By the end of that 10 minutes, you haven't decided, and you're now thinking, maybe I should go for Chinese food. And we don't want that when we're building a business. Otherwise, you will be hopping on multiple trains that every guru and expert and innovator out there is driving. But when you want to grow your business, think like a CEO, and have that Fortune 500 mindset, you need to really be anchored in what you have to offer. Don't forget, ChatGPT took 7 years before everybody knew what ChatGPT was about. So it's important that you stay fluid to the circumstance, but not too flexible, because sometimes flexibility will actually break you. But when you are fluid, you understand what you are about. You're thinking, okay, I'm water, not juice, not coffee, not tea. So you know what you are about. And then you shape yourself based on the container you're in, the market you're in, who your audience is. You repackage it so that it becomes more accessible to the audience that you are targeting. But you're not being too flexible in changing what you're about. Because if you're selling water, you're selling water. Not coffee, not tea, not juice, not bubbles. Water. Business tip number 3, less is more. In this era where we have so many options, that deciding what flavor of ice cream you will get at that ice cream parlor that you love takes forever, it's important to simplify. Focus on the few things that you can do that can create the results you want. Because it's great to have so many things happening at the same time. But if they're all happening and you're splitting your effort into so many things, nothing will stick. You can throw as much spaghetti on the wall as you want. Everything will fall on the floor because nothing was given the ample effort, ample focus that is needed. So focus on less. Which of these things can I focus on right now that will bring me the immediate results that I am looking for? Business tip number 4, audience. Do you know who you're talking to? A Gen Z and a baby boomer think very differently. So if you don't know who your audience is, you do not know the language that will capture their attention, what visuals they can appreciate, what connection they're looking for. So know who your audience is, know what they are about, know their pains, know their beliefs. Don't just stick to geography, don't just stick to their age, but really go into what they are thinking every single day, what they're looking for, what they're yearning for, what are their deepest desires, what's the biggest secret that they're keeping from everybody else, what's their biggest shame, what are they guilty about, what do they really want. When you know your audience, when you can think like them, when you can speak their language, your sales become so easy, and sooner or later everybody knows who you are. Business tip number 5, welcome your haters. In this algorithm-driven society, the more haters you have, the more eyeballs you can reach. When haters slide in your DM, comment on your post, be respectful, but don't feel bad when you get haters, because it's normal to get criticized, it's normal to get rejected. Those haters will inform you how to get better, how to speak in a language that is more simple and more easily accessible. Haters can actually inform you of what is still missing with your offers, with your message, with your vision. So when you see haters, welcome them, but never ever let them kill your joy. Tip number 6, quantify. A lot of people enter entrepreneurship thinking, I'd really just love some freedom. I'd really just love to make a lot of money. I just really love to be who I am. These are very, very vague statements. How do you know if you have freedom? How do you know if you've already made a lot of money? How do you know that you can be who you are? Maybe have some measurement in place for both tangibles and intangibles. It doesn't need to be whole numbers like $1 million. It can be a sliding scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, at any moment of time when I asked myself, how good do I feel? I want to score at least a 7. When you have these measurements in place, it's easy for you to tweak the way you approach things, the way you think about things, the way you take action. Because for your business to scale and see it live after its 10th year, it is always about looking at numbers that matter. So quantify, quantify, quantify. Tip number 7, define your business model as early as possible. This will dictate how you approach every decision making. If your business model is a mom and pop shop, that means that you are so involved with every little thing. That's okay if that's who you are, but the way you hire people, the way you talk to people should incorporate those preferences. So determine your business model as early as possible. How involved do you want to be? How much decision making do you want to be? How big do you want to grow? How fast do you want to grow? All of these matter when you're thinking strategy, when you're planning ahead, when you're looking at your 5-year or 10-year plan. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. So if you want to see your business scale and grow and see it live beyond its first 10 years, develop the right business habits. And if you want to know the deadly business habits, check out the freebie in the description here. Download that. Tell me which of those you'd love to change today. How often do you think that you have blocks around money? What if I tell you that the issue is not the block, but rather the sneak preview of our next video. Make sure you hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos on money, business, energy, mindset, and authenticity.